What happens when a family gives the complete control over their 4,500 square feet home to their designer? Magic, pure magic. Hi, I'm Amita Trehan from Bravura Spaces, and let me take you through a home which is rather unique. This was unique because there were no constant revisions. There was no idea which says, let us rethink this please. They trusted my vision completely. Every room was designed for the emotion, designed around the person who's going to stay there, around their habit, around their lifestyle, around the way they wish to be at home. I think other than design, what this home I really gave was a personality. Come along. Design for every home for me really starts from functionality, and one of the biggest functions that we need to handle is shoes. Had to come at the entry foyer, but we didn't want to compromise on the looks. So this is how we came up with this entire shoe rack, which actually holds the complete shoe stock of the entire family. But adding to it, we created a little wall sconce here, some little fluting that came up, teamed with glass cabinets. It's brown mirror with very sleek handles, because if we don't have handles, we will use our, the push to open mechanism, and that will create so many marks on the glass, which I didn't want, because functional design also needs to be absolutely sensible and easy on maintenance. So this is where the entire cabinetry came, including a pull-out stool for you to sit and wear your shoes. It all tucks in effortlessly and looks beautiful. So this apartment, with like a lot of new age apartments these days, came with a lot of basic stuff done. Like the flooring was beautiful, the false ceiling was very nice and we retained it as is. The wardrobes were done. So what we really needed to do as a design intervention was that this had to become very utilitarian for the family, and their specific needs is what they wanted out of it. Also, it had to have a complete personality of its own, because all these apartments look the same, and yet we needed to make this look absolutely different for the family which stays here, and that is how the entire design process went through. This entire hallway is really divided into two parts. One is the formal sitting, as also the family lounge. Instead of giving any kind of partition here, we decided to place the sofas, the recliners on the lounge side and sofas on the other side, back to back. And there was this large television unit which really became the focal point of this home. The complete seating has been placed in a manner that we are looking outwards, because this entire space is huge. They have a beautiful deck outside and the gorgeous view. And this entire seating is made that we're all looking outwards, and that is always so much brighter. I think to look towards light is what makes all the difference. This entire thing, sofas, everything was kept very neutral, because that is how their choices are. Neutral, yet a little tinge of colors, and of course, cushions add so much personality. I love adding these lamps on either side of the sofas, because I think it makes the whole place look so much beautiful. What we've also done by adding a lot of these lights is layering of light. So we have so many options of how we want to, what is the ambience that we want to create at different times of the day. What we did add is also these two panels on both the sides, and that kind of frames this entire area. Some metal sculptures on top of it, mounted on it, and it also gives a lot of light. So I think layering of light is a very important aspect of my work, and I bring it out whether in terms of these kind of panels or in terms of some wall furniture, is how I integrate layering. So this entire place is, though divided into two parts, is actually very different in its function and very, very functional. Obviously, the recliners need electrical point, and there wasn't any electrical point, and we are not going to open up the ceiling to do that. So we added this little partition, and the lighting has actually very neatly come in through this panel, and we've covered a lot of switch boxes here, and that is how we've been able to create a plug point for the lamp as well as the entire recliner here. This large marble panel is actually the focal point of this entire home, and also what has really set the tone for the entire house. So this is a large panel, huge pieces of stone that was mounted on this panel, complete with a cabinetry at the bottom. These pedestals add that little drama to that place, and it kind of creates, we can, depending on what we are going to put in there, makes the place look different. And of course, decor. That is what makes for a new, every home is so different just by the choice of artifacts that the family chooses. And of course, I'm storage queen for nothing, so I added some more storage here, and that is how this entire place has been working very well, because I think this family moved in here about 4 or 5 months ago. The layout of the house is such that there is a guest room at the entrance, and the 3 main bedrooms are at the rear. And from the main door, that is what really shows up first. And I didn't want to create like a partition and reduce the volume here, but what we did is created this suspended panel, and that is added to the decor. Of course, this entire home is very modern in the way it looks. Adding a few pieces of Indian artifacts has really created that eclectic look which I so love. So our Nandiji is here, and Ganesha and some plants, and it looks beyond into the Mandir. So there's this whole feeling of a vista that has created, but also that there is privacy that is maintained when the family is moving between one room to the other, or somebody is at the Mandir. At least somebody at the main door does not have a full vision of this entire space. This opens an L-shaped space, so it opens up into the dining area. Like I said, that we had anyways done, it came with the false ceiling, it came with everything. So it was a matter of tweaking and adding that very strategic design elements to make it wholesome and make it beautiful. So though the false ceiling was there, whichever way, we created this entire interesting ceiling with wallpaper. It's a metallic wallpaper which adds a lot of look to the entire place, specifically in the evenings. I do know that it is really in fashion to have a large chandelier above the dining area. My point is that what happens when you don't need the air conditioning at all times? And it has been something that I tell all my clients, that ek pankha bahut zaruri hai. Let us create a home that is going to live very well, or help you live very, very comfortably. So we have a fan in the center. We have these 2 large, beautiful chandeliers on either side. This entire wall was created again with very textural brick tiles that we created this entire thing with a round mirror and these wall fittings which look really pretty, and specifically at night when we just have few of these lighting elements lit up and adding so much look to the entire place. The dining table obviously also has this very large balcony and the amount of light that comes with it. What was also something that is prevalent these days, and I think it's also a very strategic move in terms of making the house look larger, is give an open kitchen. Open kitchen in my view, and that's the Grahini in me says it doesn't work with our kind of food, our kind of the way the staff is inside the house and whatever. So I do always request my clients to consider the option of closing a kitchen, so in a way that the kitchen can be open as well as closed depending on when and how you're using your place. The same brick tile was added. We created a little arched opening to give this entire place a very soft look. We have these fluted sliding doors, so this entire place opens up. The kitchen tour is something you will have to wait up for, or maybe it comes in before this video is dropped. We added a beautiful selenite counter which acts like a buffet, and this panel. So the uniqueness of this entire door system is that there is one glass panel which is complete and it moves to the left. These are only till the height of the console. There is another counter on the other side. This opens up and moves to one side, and this is the way this entire place, depending on when and how you want to use your space, can be utilized to its optimum best. And this little bacha wanted her room all pink. And this bacha had the most unique request to make. She wanted a hammock in her room as a seating element. And now this is something that I'd never done. I've done jhulas in a lounge or wherever, but not a hammock in a bedroom. And I also resisted. I said, "ये नहीं हो पाएगा, कैसे करेंगे? इतनी जगह नहीं है." But actually, when we set it up, it had come in and just so seamlessly blended into this room that was beautiful. We added this whole little vintage feel to it of some fluting. This hammock is woven. We created these panels with some bed lamps and lighting things. So what happened in these days, we are coming across projects where it is very difficult to make electrical changes because most walls are sheer walls and we have no scope of embedding any conduits into it, and of course we need to change our electricals to meet that request, and the layout changes. So what we did is we created this entire panel of POP and of course created the lights and the coves, and very nicely all the electrical points have come in exactly where we needed. The finish to this room was white, but I didn't do exact PO Duco kind of white. We have done some kind of antiquing on veneer. It gives a very nice look and feel. So there's this entire cabinet which is going to have all her books and maybe some toys and her school books, a nice desk that goes in here. This entire room has beautiful shades of pink, and she also wanted this little pretty dressing table, all with its light and almost feel like a celebrity herself. This detailing of shiplap has gone right across the room. The choice of colors, the sheer that we chose have actually blended in so beautifully and is quite her sanctuary here. This is the designated Mandir space. We created this jali, a very unique shape primarily to give it that kind of privacy that it would need. Complete mandir with the Korean backlit and a lot of storage makes for it. And the backdrop is again very ethnic in terms of the peacocks, maybe in a setting of another arched way, and that's how this entire place has come through. This little bacha was an absolute old school, old soul at heart, and she wanted a very typical traditional look, neoclassical look to her room. So we completed that with wainscoting this entire space that came in here. Vintage sage green was her favorite. We again created the same panel, created that entire archway here, those panels so that we could tuck in lighting for layering and very nicely bring in our switch plates at the most convenient spots. This entire bed again with green and cane combination makes it look very unique and looks very different from the other rooms of the house. Similar detail was followed in the study table and a beautiful dresser. So it is very functional in terms of the books that she can keep, the shelving that she has, a beautiful mirror that we have here, a console and a little stool, all to look very pretty and enjoy her room. As I walk into the master room, the entire sense of design that I wanted to keep here was expanse, keep it minimal yet have it functional. There is a toilet door here, which was kind of not doing justice to the entire wall in the way it is. So we created this concealed door, increased the paneling. That's where the bed lamp comes in. Very nice tables, a very large, majestic bed takes center stage. A little, again, some paneling in POP that we did here to create that cove. Very minimal seating, a cabinet here, a study table, which is such a mandate in today's home, and overall some space for books, optimum storage. And this room actually has turned out maybe one of the best master rooms that I have done. The lighting remained as it was. We did not mess around with it. But again, I think if you look around the entire room, we have created a lot of layering. So, you have an option of switching off all the lights and just having the panels on, just having the bed lamps on, and the entire concept of the room, the entire vibe of the room changes according to the time of the day and your mood. The highlight of this entire project is this huge deck, which actually goes from the guest room on one side to the master room, and it has so much scope and space for us to create different interest points. So there's a quiet corner on one side for a book that you may want to read. This area, which is actually we look out from here into from the living lounge. So we have this really pop of color, a beautiful piece that comes here, including seating with my favorite jhula. I really think a jhula can elevate the living experience of any space. And if you have a jhula looking out into the vista, I know you can enjoy hours together at one time, whether alone or with your loved ones. Signing off from another Bravura space, this is Amita Trehan. If you've stayed with me this far, then do remember to share, like and subscribe. This is a home which created magic only because the clients trusted me.